I think the Chaibol, obviously, they played an extremely important role in terms of the economic development path. The private sector has been extremely dynamic economically. They've diversified, they've taken risks, they've done all sorts of things. But I think also they probably helped, at least in the 1970s and 1980s, balance. After all, you had this military government, you had this very powerful military government. So, of course, civil society, had to organize, and civil society was responsible for contesting against the dictatorship and precipitating the democratization that took place in the late 1980s. But you could also think that the Chaibol, they also helped kind of counterbalance the power of the military state. Of course, they were negotiating with it, they were cooperating with it, but I think there's also a sort of lot of, like in the book that I talked about sort of suggests this, that there was a lot of give and take in the sense of, the government didn't just get their own way, the military government didn't just get their own way, but the Chaibol were the sort of most organized, in some sense, part of civil society maybe in the 1970s, and most able to kind of, push back on the state.